However, the consciousness, the self, needs some mechanism or system for its expression. Like the current needs a wire to express itself, it needs a mind and a body. The mind has got some wonderful qualities such as memory, capacity to imagine, capacity to think and plan, and instinct to react. Since it has memory, there is past. Since it can imagine, there is future. Since it can think, there is continuity and ever-flowing time. It has given rise to the separate individual identity. Mind has broken the existence into fragments. It labels them, stores the memories of them, recognizes them, judges them, and reacts to them, conditions them, and gets conditioned by them. It has memory of pains and recognizes the dangers, so it has fears and endeavors to keep them away. It has memories of pleasures and strives for them. Since it can see the colors, it has given colors to the existence. Since it can hear, it has given sounds to the existence. Since it can smell, it has given fragrance to the existence. Because of mind, there are heights and there are depths. Because of mind, there is closeness and there are distances. Each mind has its own space-time frame, its own scale of space and own scale of time. Mind has made the characters with so many images, always watching, competing, forcing and encouraging. Mind has separated the observer from the observed, put a colored glass in between. So the observation is conditioned and so is the observer. Mind has made the individual I, the self, that is concerned with the self-centered activities. All the actions revolve around the self-centered false I, the ego. Mind has made me fight for my family, my image, my possessions, my country, my religions, etc., etc. Mind has made me having birth and death, having a limited lifespan. Mind has broken the whole into fragments. The universal I into the individual selves, the whole existence into countless worlds, one earth into various nations, and a common life into various races. Mind has added self to the eternal awareness, and the result is the self-centered me. Mind has caused so many individuals, but the same me inside. Like so many characters on the screen, full of life, but made alive by the sight of the observer, the real me. The tree is a tree, mountain a mountain, and a bird, because labeled it so, memorized it so, recognized it so, and believed it so. Mind has made the whole world of values. It has made me, you, and him. It has made my whole psychological world, my relations and my possessions, my likings, my dislikings, my accomplishments and failures. It has caused all the dualities in the existence. It has caused births and deaths. It has caused rebirths and reincarnations. It has given birth to gods and devils. Mind has filled the existence with pleasures and sorrows, thrills and boredoms, successes and failures, indulgences and avoidances, societies and monasteries. Mind has created desires with the gaps, with the surroundings, and caught me in endless efforts to filling them up. Mind converts the happenings into the experiences. It identifies them and stores them in the memory. These experiences interfere with the perception of further happenings and thus deluding the observation and the observer. Mind has created characters. Characters always obstruct the perception of the reality because they are looking for something meaningful, logical, comforting, conforming to the previous beliefs, beneficial, amusing, thrilling, etc. etc. The characters play the roles written by somebody else. So they are always at conflict with their surroundings. Over a period of time, mind gets accustomed to the events. So there is no newness in the life. Life becomes dull like a twice told story. Whereas this eternal awareness, the real me, there is no fear, no danger, no defense, no accumulation of memories, so everything is new. Rendezvous with the reality is dangerous to the whole system that is made out of beliefs, as it takes away all the purposes, all the drives, all the ambitions, and all the thrills.